Guess where we are today? Today we are in GeoFS, obviously, but today we are in a 737 Max, which is back in the skies after like 2 years. What, like, I think 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. So I'm a bit late to make this video. Sorry about it, but it's nice that I made it late because there's new news coming in, New news keep on coming. Alright, so currently I'm on GeoFS, and guess where we are? Yeah, we're in the 737 Max. And you saw the title. Is it safe yet? It's back, but is it safe? Well, as you know, 737 Max was grounded in 2018 because of two deadly crashes. 2019 or 2018. Let me just don't think that out. Because of two deadly crashes, very tragic, that happened within the span of 5 months. One Lion 610 and then Ethiopian Airlines, another one. And yeah, it was very sad. And then it was grounded, but this time it was not grounded by the FAA first, and then the rest of the world follows. China was smart; they grounded it first, and then the entire world followed with the groundings. So yeah, the 737 Max 8 is now grounded. So let's talk about how it happened, shall we? So as you can see here, the 737 Max 8 engine, 737 Max engines, they look quite huge, don't you think? Let's just compare a 737 Max 8 engine, 737 Max engine size vs NG 800 NG engine size. Let's just put that in, shall we? Like, this is the NG, and then just look at it, it's way bigger, right? So what happens in a bigger engine is that it's so big that sometimes it tends to pitch up. Okay, it's like mounted so front, and then like, so it tends to just pitch up and then stall. Okay, so then Boeing was like, we need to fix this problem. But what was the problem? Why couldn't we just tell the pilots? I'll tell you why. Okay, so American Airlines, they were placing a big order for narrow bodies. Okay, so they placed order for 400. Yeah, so they called up Boeing and said that, hey Boeing, we're gonna place an order for 400 airplanes, and all of them are gonna be Airbus planes unless you make us a new version of the 737 with no additional training required. So Boeing was like, we want that order. So they developed the 737 Max, huge engines. So, and then the problem was that they said no additional training. If they need additional training, then they're screwed. Right, so they said that nobody outside Boeing can know about this. And yeah, nobody outside Boeing knew about this. And while my plane is like, let's just demonstrate, shall we? Say we start pitching up a bit too much, okay? And then our MCAS system realizes that we are pitching up, so it'll pitch us down violently. In reality, it only pitch us about there. But what happened in the crashes were that the sensors for angle of attack were faulty, and they said they were pitching up violently when they weren't pitching up violently. So it was like this, and it would randomly just start pitching down for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's just count it as 10. And then it would give control to pilots for 5 seconds, in which they try to go up again, obviously because they are in shock of what has just happened. And then 5 seconds later, it'll start disabling them. And that's what happened. In the end, they just went down in the ocean. So that's what happened in all the situations, right? So the sensors were faulty, and Boeing sucks at software development. So it would rigorously keep on pushing the plane down if the things were faulty. So now MCAS has been rewritten, the code has entirely been rewritten, so it will activate once. But after that, if the pilot still tries to battle it, then it will no longer activate, and it will just stay, it will deactivate, because they are fully aware that the pilots are way smarter than Boeing, and they don't suck at software development. I mean, they do, because they're not software development. Whatever, okay? So that's the problem. And then the wiring on electrical power and things were not good, so it was regrounded for a moment. But now the 737 Max is back. Is it safe? Statistics said yes. So now all 737 Maxes have been equipped with an extra set of angle of attack sensors, and it will activate once. And if there is force on it not to activate, then it will no longer activate. And additional training is given to the 737 MAX pilots. So that's the 737 MAX for you. Now it's pretty safe. Would I still fly it? Sure, but I just kind of lost my trust in Boeing. You don't trust the company after that, so it's gonna take a long time before people start trusting the company again. I don't want to fly the planes that too much. Like after any plane, like the 787, 737, I don't want to fly it too much. 787, I want to fly it because nothing bad has ever happened. The batteries and all that, I expected it to beat that. Right, so that's the 737 Max. It's safe to fly. You can fly it. Go ahead and take a book of flight on it. United flies it. Until then, peace.